This is my first behind the scenes video of episode 9, and it is also the first scene I am filming with this new phone. I went from an iPhone 6s to an iPhone 11 Pro, so you can just see how good this quality is. Oh my god, it's actually insane. It's so clear and it's not fuzzy, and I love it. It's so good. I cannot wait to film the rest of this episode with this camera. I've already filmed a bunch of stock footage on snowy sets, which were gorgeous. But yeah, I'm filming the last Tidmouth shed scene, or not Tidmouth, Knapford sheds, excuse me. And it's where Sir Topham Hatt is revealing the results of the trial. And yeah, I just used a white mat that surprisingly fits on this massive table. And then I use I don't know what these are, but they're like shavings I use for snow. And then this is obviously snow. And then I put these on the roofs and in between the tracks and stuff like that. And then I have a bunch of snowy trees in the background. So there's that. This is all the engines that weren't arrested. Henry, James, and Douglas were arrested, and then the rest are here. And Sir Topham Hatt is explaining the results of the trial. And this is the last scene I filmed for episode 6. It's technically the daytime set, but I just didn't feel like putting the daytime backdrop up because it's 10:30 at night and I have school tomorrow, so I really shouldn't be up right now. It's okay, I don't have to get up for a while, until 11, but yeah, so this is the set. I put a lot more trees back there, and I put some moss back there. There's all the engines, but other than that, the set is completely identical to the last time I built this, which was, I think, October. So I am only gonna have to build this set one more time, or 2 more times actually, and I'll explain why it's 2 more times in a bit. But I just gotta say, this camera quality just still looks stunning. Look at how good these guys look. Their faces are so glossy, and it's really nice. This is set number 6. I forgot to record, I think, 3 or 4 sets. And it's relatively simple. This is the outside of Groven's Gate Works. This is a completely different set from the works itself. And what I did was I just put Donald and Douglas here at the end of the tracks. I moved the camera, I moved their tenders so I could get a good shot of them. And I put the night backdrop up, and that's all I really need. So I took 3 shots, and that's all I need. So moving on to set number 7. So it is the morning after I filmed the Donald and Douglas scene, and this is what I used for the backdrop of the works. And it took place right outside the works, and I used this Boco, who was relatively long, to hold back the poster, not a poster board, just the backdrop board. I use this for all my Lego sets, including Boomer's Workshops or Bertram's Office, etc. And I'm hoping to get more for next season, because I'm sure just a plain old white backdrop is getting old. But other than that, nothing too much to the set, but the 2 outside tracks of the work here, and then tracks that Donald and Douglas are on. So nothing too crazy. Put 4 base plates there, but I didn't add anything else to it. So moving on. So here we have another Scotland countryside set. I did build one with a mountain, but I forgot to show it to you guys before I took it down. So nothing too special. It's not too different from something you'd see on Sodor, but I added a lot more of those trees to make it more like Scotland. So there you have it. Relatively simple set, another Scotland set, except I created the illusion that since I only have one of these colored base plates, that this was all you saw at the beach, so that way you don't have to see that it's just one plate. And I only put trees around this area so that it's not bare for the rest of the set. So that's that. Pretty simple. Moving on. Here's the scrapyard set again. I built it again for this episode, and I also included Ari and Bert. Just for the record, Ari and Bert are not a part of these diesel operations because Boomer does not own them. Boomer does own these 4 diesels, but he does not own Ari and Bert. Ari and Bert belong to the scrapyard.
Will I build this set again? I'm not sure. I may need it for episode 10, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see.
So I just finished filming on the Knapford yard set, and this last scene was a pain trying to get Donald and Henry to move, because I knocked over a barrel, I knocked over a minifigure, I forgot to remove these three from the set, I forgot to remove Douglas from the set from the previous scenes, and that was just not fun. But other than that, the set is similar to how it was in episode 5 and 6. As it turns out, this was not the last time I needed to build the set. The last time, but I'm pretty sure it's not appearing in episode 10, so I don't have much to worry about. So yeah. Alright, here is Wellsworth Station. I'm in the process of cleaning it up, and I just have one more set left to do, and that set is Gordon's Hill, so let's do it. And that is episode 9 wrapped. The last set I needed to film on was Gordon's Hill. Fun fact, Knapford Station does not appear once in this episode, because it's not really needed. Episode 10, on the other hand, it's going to be pretty necessary. So I just want to go over the fact that I changed a couple of things from the set. The big mat stayed. I did not use a big mat. I just placed everything underneath there. So the bridge supports and it's basically the same setup from last time, so watch the episode 5 and 6 behind the scenes if you want a closer look, but I want to go over a couple other things that I did. When I was filming the actual scene of them moving up the hill, I never had the train fully together, otherwise it would have gone from like this curve all the way to the top. So I always like split it in half and just had these two vans like in the center, so it was either Douglas, these two trucks and the two vans, or James, the two trucks and the two vans. And then I used a bunch of black and brown Lego pieces to represent the dead brake van. I made the face, I forgot to mention this, and I did flip it just so Douglas wouldn't see the brake van initially after leaving Wellsworth. I found the picture on Google, put it onto a Google Doc, sized it, recropped it, and then printed it out, and then stuck tape on it, and then did that. And that's probably what I'm going to do for paper faces for season 2, which is what I want to do. It's kind of like what NWR58 does with his models. I want to find the train's faces and put them on there. So that's what I'm going to do for season 2. But other than that, I really don't feel like cleaning up this set because I'm done. I don't really need to worry about it. So I'll clean it up when episode 10 comes around, which will probably be in about a week. Excuse me, because hopefully I can get this episode edited relatively quickly. And with that being said, that is all for the behind the scenes. Thank you all for watching.